Most people don't hate personal branding. They hate the idea of becoming a version of themselves that they don't want to become in order to build one. For a long time, when I heard personal brand, I thought of people trying to force motivational captions, trying to act super rich, living a luxury lifestyle, copying trends. I think we've all seen it if we're on social media. That version of personal branding never really appealed to me. Also, welcome to the channel. My name is Dylan Fragomeni and I build brands for a living. Today I'm going to talk to you about brand building and how to build a personal brand that you actually like. So after years of making my own videos and also helping out business owners create their own brands that essentially led to more trust, connection, and essentially more business, I started to realize something, that a personal brand doesn't have to be fake. So when I first got started, we were copying a lot of what people were already posting. Let me give you two perspectives and see if you can feel the difference. The first one's a brand about quitting everything to go travel. The second one is about documenting a meaningful life through travel, creativity, and faith. Which one are you more likely to pay attention to? I think it's the second one. The reason why is because it's simple. Times change. What I mean by that is, for the first one, quitting everything and go travel, that was like interesting, I think, back in 2020 when everybody was locked up during COVID. What did people want to watch? They wanted to watch people living out of their vans, traveling on a sailboat, having freedom, money. That trend was so huge back in 2020. Why? Because the market was demanding that. Life completely flipped upside down. And so why is number two the better option? I kind of gave a sneak peek earlier, but it's because people want to feel more connected than ever. So if you're showing how to create a meaningful life while you're still traveling, but also being creative and sharing maybe something deeper, more personally, what is somebody going to pay attention to more? Because if you're just documenting all the places you go, like I went to Switzerland, I did this, I did that, it doesn't connect or resonate with anybody anymore. Personally, I really enjoy watching YouTube. Sometimes I open up my page and I just get so bored of all of the same videos. They just look so repetitive. If you've resonated with anything that I've said and you're interested in learning more about how to actually do this for yourself, I do one-on-one consulting where I can actually help you build your own brand, or you could just hit the subscribe button for free. My goal is to create more videos about this for the future. A lot of business owners too hate the idea of becoming like an influencer. They really don't like that word. You can't even say it around them. They don't want to be or give fake energy to the camera. All right, now let's dive into the actual framework. I think there's four key things to touch on when it comes to the framework of building a brand. The first one is taste. What do you feel creatively when you're into something? What makes your perspective unique? What are you into? The second one is story. What you've lived, what you've experienced, and where you're going. Everybody has a unique story and everyone has unique taste. The third one is skill. So what can you actually leverage in your life that you're good at? Like I said earlier, I've been helping some real estate developers. They know how to build these massive buildings in like 6 months, so it's crazy. So we leverage that. We just kind of touch on it, but the fourth one is direction. What's the goal? What's the purpose? Do you want to create more business? Do you want people to go to your page and just recognize you and be like, wow, they have a really good page. Is that your goal? Or do you actually want to turn this into a real business of teaching other people what you've actually done? There's a lot of possibilities when creating a personal brand, and I think the truth is, if you're not creating a personal brand in 2026 and you are a business owner, you are going to see that gap separate as time goes on. More and more we see it now. People are checking out companies' credibility through their social media. And it's unfortunate, but that's where the world is going digitally. But there's no need to fear, because that's why I'm here. I'm gonna help you create a brand that you like I said. Start writing down what you wanna be known for. Maybe you already know. Maybe you're like, I've been burning and itching to create a personal brand forever. This is the validation I need to go do it. But still, I would just take a second, jot it down. Get it on a piece of paper. Second thing, write down what you actually enjoy creating. It's good to take inspiration from other people. I'm not saying don't do that, but don't copy somebody letter by letter, because it's not gonna lead you to a good route. Number three, identify a few stories that you can share from real experience. It's unique to you, it's a different perspective. Somebody might have already made a video on how to do whatever, but if you share your own perspective and curate it in a way that is unique to you, that is extremely valuable, and that's what your brand is gonna be built on. If you can teach the skills that you have and the experience that you have to somebody else, and you can share that with someone, that's why somebody will pay attention. And attention in 2026 is currency. So the goal is to not create a brand looking like someone else. It's to create a brand that you love, that you're proud of, and that other people can take a look at and be like, wow, that's cool. It's not rocket science. I think it's just authenticity and intention. Sometimes we just need a little help to keep that all together. Business owners are super busy, or if you have a job and you're in a W-2, you're super busy with that. So I think sometimes it just takes organizing your thoughts and then taking action based on those thoughts. Not just copying what worked and what didn't work and blah, blah, blah. That's gonna cost you way more time than just sitting down and being intentional with your content. I hope you enjoyed this video. My goal is to release more, like I said earlier. If you guys enjoyed, hit the subscribe button. Feel free to email me if you wanna work on something, and I'm happy to do it. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.